Hello, Pittsburgh Steelers fans. I'm Jake Steel City Reynolds, and welcome to the Black and Gold Report, your daily channel for everything happening in the Steelers world, straight from the heart of Pittsburgh. If you breathe football, love sharp analysis, and want to know what's really brewing behind the scenes of the team, you're in the right place. Today we've got a rumor blowing up all over social media. The Steelers might be considering a crazy trade involving one of our rising defenders for none other than TYREEK Hill. Yes, you heard that right. The Cheetah, the fastest man in the NFL, could be rocking the black and gold. And that changes everything. We're going to dive deep into this bombshell, break down the pros, the cons, and what it could mean for the future of our offense. Buckle your chin straps because today's news comes at high speed. Before we get into it, if you like this passionate, straight-to-the-point Steelers content, hit that like button. And if you're not subscribed yet, click the bell so you don't miss a single update. Every sub is a pat on the back that helps us grow and bring you even more quality content. And hey, it's free, and it tells the algorithm that Steelers Nation is locked in. We're counting on you. Let's start with the name at the center of this storm, Nick Herbig. At just 23 years old, this kid has already become a fan favorite on the Steelers defense. Drafted in the 4th round in 2023, Herbig burst onto the scene. 8.5 sacks in 30 games, constant pressure on quarterbacks, and an aggressive, relentless style that brings back memories of the Steel Curtain days. He's an outside linebacker with predator instincts, deadly on blitzes and steadily improving in coverage. Best part, he's under contract through 2026, meaning he's still a cheap, long-term asset. Losing him would hurt, a lot. But here's the dilemma. What if the price to land TYREEK Hill is exactly him, plus 2 draft picks, a 4th and a 7th in 2026? Is it worth the gamble? Hill, at 31 years old, is still one of the most explosive wide receivers in the league. In 2023, he had a legendary season, 1,799 yards and 13 touchdowns, nearly 1,800 yards. He was the best WR that year. Sure, in 2024 his numbers dipped, 959 yards and 6 TDs, but part of that was because Tua Tagovailoa missed 6 games with injuries. Now, picture him with Aaron Rodgers throwing. Yes, A-Rod, the maestro with timing and precision hitting Hill on go routes and breathtaking crossers. Add DK Metcalf, a physical beast, and Jaylen Warren in the backfield, and suddenly this offense could be the most feared in the AFC North. But the cost is steep. Hill has a cap hit of nearly $28 million in 2025 and a staggering $51 million in 2026. But here's a key detail. If he's traded with a post-June 1 designation, the Steelers could spread the dead cap and free up over $39 million in future cap space. In other words, it's manageable. The big question is, do the Steelers want to go all in on an explosive offense now, even if it ages the roster and weakens the defense? Or is it smarter to maintain balance and build sustainably? Meanwhile, in the 2025 draft, the Steelers are eyeing a name that could be the future of the defense. Jack Sawyer, linebacker from Ohio State. This kid is an elite prospect. 6 feet 4 inches, 250 pounds with burst, length and quarterback chasing ability. Sawyer has already met with Pittsburgh staff, impressed at the NFL Combine with 28 reps on the bench, and ran a 4.58s 40-yard dash at his size. He's got the physical profile that defensive coordinator Tom Bradley loves. Versatile, smart, and coachable. If the Steelers don't make the Hill trade, they'll likely use a 1st or 2nd round pick on someone like Sawyer to replace Herbig in the future, or even to pair with him as a devastating duo. Because losing Herbig without a plan B would be a huge mistake. But if the trade for Hill goes through, Sawyer could become even more important. He'd be the natural heir to Pittsburgh's linebacker tradition, like the next Joey Porter or TJ Watt in the making. The bottom line, the Steelers cannot neglect the defense. Even while dreaming of a video game offense, the team's identity is still the black and gold defense. And if they lose Herbig, they'll need an immediate answer in the draft. Now let's talk about the trade proposal floating around. Nick Herbig plus 2026 4th and 7th round picks for TYREEK Hill. Does it seem realistic? Technically, it's not a strong enough return for Miami. Hill is a 5-time Pro Bowler, one of the top 5 WRs of the last decade. Trading him for a moderately productive OLB and 2 late-round picks? The Dolphins could demand much more, maybe a 2nd rounder or even a 1st. But here's the twist. The Dolphins have publicly said they don't want to trade Hill. So, if they're even listening to offers, it might signal there's tension behind the scenes. Could be the contract, the cap hit, or maybe even the dynamic with Tua. If the Steelers step up with a stronger offer, Say Herbig plus a 2026 first-rounder plus a 2025 sixth-round swap, then Miami might think twice. Especially if Pittsburgh takes on part of Hill's bonus or if the Dolphins want to clear cap space. From Pittsburgh's perspective, they'd gain an elite offensive weapon, turn the offense into a scoring machine, and make a huge playoff push right away. From Miami's, they'd get young talent, draft picks and cap relief, exactly what a team in transition needs. But the risk? Hill is 31. He could start declining. What if he doesn't adjust to Pittsburgh's cold weather? What if Rodgers retires in 2026? The Steelers could end up stuck with an expensive, aging WR and no defensive cornerstone. So, Steelers fans, what do you think? Is it worth trading Nick Herbig and draft picks for TYREEK Hill? Or are we getting ahead of ourselves, chasing the now while leaving the future exposed? Would Hill really fit our system? Or would it be smarter to use those assets to strengthen the D-line or grab a younger WR in the draft? Drop your answer, yes or no to the trade. And if you had the power, what would you do? Don't forget to like, subscribe and hit the bell because tomorrow we're talking preseason, the Steelers' AFC chances, and first impressions of Jaylen Warren as RB1. I'm Jake Reynolds from the Black and Gold Report, and remember, in Pittsburgh tradition isn't written in ink, it's forged in steel. See you next time and go Steelers.